Now, before we go, on all my specials, I do this a little bit at the end. I mentioned depression. Depression has been something that has been a major part of my life, not just my life, but my father's life, and it has sort of controlled everything for me. Now, if you're suffering from depression, as I hit 40, it's gotten a bit better. And it's gotten a bit better because I was speaking to my dad, who's 76, and I said, "Dad, why aren't you depressed?" And he said, "What are you gonna do?" Now, that actually said something to me. It said something big in my brain that actually flicked a switch, right? Because I wasted my 20s being depressed. The prime years of my life, I wasted most of my 30s being depressed. And a lot of you may have done that as well, right? But this is the thing, right? The only reason we're depressed in our 20s and our 30s and our 40s, the prime of our life, is because of hope. Because we think that something better is fucking coming, right? You think you're gonna make it. You think you're gonna be something. What if I don't meet the woman of my dreams? What if I don't get the career that I want? And then when you're old, you go, huh. I guess none of that happened. But then you're happy to be alive. See, I spent weeks in my 20s in my fucking bed going, I don't want to live. I can't get out of my fucking bed. Do you know who doesn't do that? People in their 90s. You don't meet depressed people in their 90s. I used to be like, I can't get up. People in their 90s are like, I'm up! Did it again! Boom! So all you have to do is outlive your depression. Now, I don't want to spend too much time talking about American politics while I'm here. You've got your own issues. Look, I know you broke away from the European Union. I don't understand what happened. No, I know it's mixed, the opinion. I don't know what's going on, but then when I talk to you people, you don't fucking know what's going on either. I've never seen something happen in a country where you're all like, no idea what's happening. There's so many things, like, do you get rid of the European people who are living here? Or, like, in your hospitals, you have 250,000 nurses who are from, like, fucking Spain and France and all that type of bullshit, right? Do you get rid of those people? And if you do that, do you get back all the British people who live in, like, Spain and France and all that? Because I gotta be honest, they're not your best people. Right? Like you should have a TV show every night called One In, One Out. And it's like, and who are we getting rid of today? Okay, well, first of all, we're getting rid of Rosita. Rosita is a nurse who took care of the elderly, who incidentally voted her out. And who are we getting back? We're getting Barry! Barry's a cab driver who won 10 grand on a scratchy and moved to Mallorca. Now, it's weird because people, like, I sort of got more popular because of a routine that I did on gun control. And people come and see me because of the gun control routine, and they want me to do some political commentary or some social commentary. And then I just did, like, what was that, 10 minutes on docking. And the thing about the gun thing is weird. It's like, it's nice to have that as a calling card, that people want to see you because they like that routine. But then also, it's a double-edged sword because I get more popular after a massacre, and that's really not what you want. It's not like you're sitting at home, oh, there's been a massacre. Ooh. It's tough because people think if you talk about gun control in America, you're talking about banning guns. I'm not talking about banning guns. I'm talking about controlling guns. See, like after what happened in Las Vegas, that guy shot all those people. I think he had like 48 guns or something like that. All the news people were like, well, gun control wouldn't have done anything because he bought all the guns legally. And you're like, yeah, gun control could have fucking solved that. How about if we brought in a law where you're allowed 7? If you can't protect your family with 7, you're no fucking good with the guns. See, this whole idea that if you bring in gun control, you're going to ban guns is a load of bullshit because there already is gun control. There's things like you can't put a bayonet on the end of your gun because that'd make your gun too stabby. And it's the right to bear arms. It's not the right to bear guns. It's the right to bear arms. Arms are weapons. See, in Texas, you can open carry an assault rifle on your back into Target. But you can't walk into Target with a chainsaw. People would think that's fucking weird. You walk into Target, just vroom, vroom. Security would be like, what's the fuck with the chainsaw, man? You'd be like, this is my protection chainsaw. This is to protect me and my family. You'll be happy I'm here if a bad guy with a chainsaw comes in. Because the only way to stop a bad guy with a chainsaw is a good guy with a chainsaw. See, this idea that all guns are protection is fucking bullshit. They're not all for protection. You can buy sniper rifles. Rifles that can shoot 2 kilometers. How is that for protection? Who the fuck is sitting in the front of the house looking at some cunt 2 kilometers away? Like, back down! I'm not going to do as many of those. I'll do some. But there's a lot of problems at the moment. There's a lot of guys that are raping people. And a lot of people in the entertainment business are going down. Some for more offensive things than others, you know. But I'm nervous. You know, I don't think I've done anything wrong, but between the hours of 9 and 9, I'm pretty blacked out. Anyway, so... like, if James Bond was a real person, he'd be super fucking nervous right now. James Bond would be showing up to work like, I'm here to see Q. Actually, you're here to see HR. Oh! We have 472 complaints from a Miss Moneypenny. Ah! There's 2 Russian operatives that said you used their power against them and had sex with them. I was trying to get information. You're welcome. There's people like Kevin Spacey went down, man. Kevin Spacey, he went down and he goes like this. He goes, his defense was, it's probably a good time to mention that I'm gay. And we were like, what? Kevin, say it's not true. Yeah, Kevin gets a bit grabby. From all reports, if he touches your dick outside your jeans for a little bit, he's a dick grabber. But we all have that gay friend, don't we? We all have that gay friend that every time you're drunk and you're like, get out of it, don't touch me, dick. And they're like, I'll get you next time. I'm like, I'm sure you will, but not today. But he paid the price, as people should when they do things wrong. He paid the price. You know, he had a great career. And Netflix, the network we're on right now, they fired him, and rightfully so. And he lost